Hi guys, it's Lynn here. Hope everyone's keeping really safe and well. Now today guys, we're going to be moving some of our very tall cacti that we have been overwintering here in our kitchen into the polytunnel and the little greenhouse out there. Hans at the moment is busy sort of cleaning out the little greenhouse because we've only been using it to overwinter some of the garden plants and the carnivores, and he's cleaning all that up, and then we're going to be moving these big tall ones into the polytunnel. And the weather has been absolutely gorgeous here the past few days guys, absolutely, well, the past couple of weeks, and we were itching to get a lot of the plants outside, especially these big tall ones, and we just wanted to wait till we're pretty sure the chance of frost has gone. April's a very dodgy month because we've known it can be like this 1 minute and then it can be snowing in May, but we're pretty sure we're going to be okay. If not, we just have to bring them all back in again. But too good of a day. Look at that guys, absolutely blistering sunshine the past few days, and we just have to get these out. So here we go guys, I'm going to take these big ones out and also probably maybe move some of the big euphorbias as well into the greenhouse and polytunnels. The polytunnel and greenhouses, but we'll see how we go. Might do this video in a few stages, but today we're going to be moving all these big fellas out and then cleaning out the little greenhouse. Now Hans is sorting out our little greenhouse, as I say. He's just got the bike in there, and we had our carnivores that we've now got outside, and he's removing all of the sand because the sandbags sort of broke down in the winter. And we're out of sandbags, but we're going to be, that's how they're disintegrated, but we're going to be putting the sand on the edges there just to weigh down the little greenhouse here. We've got another little greenhouse there. We're also going to be putting plants in. And we've got all of the epiphytes out now. I've still got the big hanging basket stand in my office. That'll be coming down the next few days. It's just been too sunny to bring them down because they've been in shade, and to put them out in this blistering sun would just scar them a little bit. But these have been in the polytunnel and they've acclimatized slowly. And I'll show you here what we've done. Oops, we've moved a lot of the other tall ones, as you can see here. And a lot of these are going to be going into the two little greenhouses, and then we're going to be bringing other plants in here as well. And the big tall cacti I just showed you now in our kitchen, we're not going to be putting them directly. Sometimes we do have them out in the yard, but because it is very, very sunny, we're going to obviously acclimatise them first coming from the kitchen into the greenhouses and the polytunnel and greenhouses, because although this does get direct sun, it is, as you can see, frosted and shady, the same as the greenhouses too. So they're not going to be coming out from they're in a sunny spot in the kitchen, but they're still indoors. They're not coming straight out into the yard where they're going to get so much sun they can go a little bit yellow sometimes. If they're a bit of a shock, you have to acclimatise them. If we bring them straight out into the yard with the weather like that, we'd have to cover them with shade cloth for a few days till they're acclimatised. But as we're going to be putting them into the polytunnel and greenhouses, they'll be okay with that shade, and it's all going to be busy and fun and games, guys. Now there you go, Hansi, he's put all the sand there at the edges. We put a bit of water on it as well because damp sand holds it better, obviously. Normally we have so much rain, but we've gone absolutely ages without rain, which we're not complaining about. It's a rarity for Ireland. So that's done, and Hansi just cleaning up the yard. He's a star, guys. Now that's our little greenhouse all emptied. And we decided what we're going to do is put in here is the Trichocereus cacti, the big, always hear the wind, the Trichocereus cacti, because they're a lot cold hardier. So if we do get, because it's still April, any cold evenings, the Trichocereus are going to be much better in here. And then the Polycereus that we're bringing in from the kitchen will be better in the polytunnel because we have a heater in the polytunnel if we need to use it. Hopefully we don't now, the good weather's here. So that's it there. And I'll just show you the ones we're going to be bringing into there. These are the sort of big Trichocereus cacti here, or the big, these are quite cold hardy anyway, and as I say, it's April, shouldn't be any chance of frost, but these will be better off in that little greenhouse. And then the big Polycereus then we can then put here, and then hopefully when the chance of the weather is really good, probably May and June time, certainly May anyway, I think we'll be able to put the majority of these big ones all out into the yard. So here we go, guys. Now Hans has invented this, he's made this himself, this special trolley for putting the big tall cacti on when we're wheeling them about. So lifting these big fellas, as you can imagine, they weigh a ton. So this is absolutely so brilliant, guys. And I'm going to actually show you Hansi doing this. It's absolutely great invention. Oh, big strong man that he is. And as you can imagine, these big fellas, they are great. They've been absolute brilliant for us when we've been moving house as well. They're great. So here we go. The first one. Just lift the little door up. There we go, yeah. That's the first one in.
Amplifiers.
Yeah, Hans actually made this to move his amplifiers because he's a musician, obviously, but it comes in really handy with the cacti.
Yeah, you can use it for many things.
What do you reckon, guys? Isn't it cool? Woo! There you go, guys. That's the first one in there. The big Trichoceros scopolycola, got 3 in the big pot. And now we're going to work on the next biggest one. And that's the second big one in there. So all our Trichoceros, we got the biggest ones in first. And we have a very, very large one that we got in the kitchen, but that's going to have to go out in the yard because it's too tall for both the polytunnel and the greenhouses. So that's the biggest ones, and now for the rest of them. Now that's what we've done so far, and I have to mention this one. This is a Trichoceros variety. We're not quite sure what type of Trichoceros, but this is one of Hansi's that he brought over from Sweden, and he has had this particular Trichoceros cactus since the 1970s. I think
Trichoceros chiliensis.
Ah, so it's Trichoceros chiliensis. Yeah. Since the 1970s, and he bought it. It was a little tiny little tot like that, and that's how you can see it now. It's unbelievable, isn't it? From the 1970s, guys. And lots of these Trichoceros scopolycolas and Peruvianus, and a few of the other ones I've had since I was about 18, 19, certainly a lot of them from my early 20s as well. So there's great age to these. Bear in mind that me and Hansi are not young, as you can tell. Hansi just bringing in his Trichoceros pachanoi. Lovely big one there. Woohoo, we're getting there, guys. Now this lovely, beautiful, multi-headed, or to say lots in the pot here. This is Trichoceros candicans, and this is also one that Hans grown from seed many years ago as well. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's it, all our Trichoceros in there, and we've just got a few more left to do, and then we're going to bring the Polytunnel and the other ones that are in the kitchen into the large polytunnel. So then, guys, we've got mostly Polytunnel here left in our kitchen. Now this is a big Trichoceros scopolycola times pachanoi. That's going in the yard because it's too tall. Yeah, and it can take sort of quite a lot of rain when it does rain. And here we've got a euphorbia one that's going to be going into the polytunnel. And here we have, this is a marginatus, Pachycereus marginatus. So that can go into the little greenhouse. And this one here also can go into the greenhouse as well. And I think that's pretty much it. The rest is all then going to go into the polytunnel.
It's a Metilio, isn't it?
Metilio, yeah. I think it's a Metilio times Pelasgia chichipe. I think it's a cross. Quite special, yeah. This is actually one that I have had since I was 12 years old. And bear in mind, I'm nearly 49, guys. So you can imagine that this
49.
is 49.
25.
Oh, Hansi, you're too kind. So this, when I got it, I actually got this from my brother. He had it, and I pinched it off him. It was actually that size. In fact, it was actually the size probably of that. It was in a tiny, tiny little, one of them little tiny little pots you get. And look at that now. It's about 4 feet high. So here we go. We're going to start bringing some of these into the ones in the greenhouse and the other ones in the polytunnel. Tra-la! We've just put this over the greenhouse here to secure it a bit more, to stop any of the wind wobbling about. And that's all of the majority of Trichoceros and a few of the different types of Cereus type of cactus. Here we've also got a clyster cactus, and this one here is quite wacky. That's my Trichoceros regesii, commonly known as the penis cactus because of its strange shape. And that's it all here, so that's it done. And as I say, it's early spring still, it's still only April, so we're going to be rearranging these again over the next few weeks, you know us. And we just left now with just the ones in the kitchen, which are mostly Pilosocereus and a big Trochocereus that's going out into the yard. And we're going to be putting them in the Polytunnel. I'll show you where they are. And I've just put these as well out here, just in the yard temporarily to enjoy some sun. A big Echinopsis and a big a Puncher and another big Trochocereus here, commonly known as the Trochocereus red star. So that's that. And then we've got a lot more space now in the Polytunnel, and as I say, a lot of these probably also going to be moved about. Obviously there's loads of space here where we took plants into the little greenhouse, and now we've got the space here. In tomorrow's video we're going to be bringing out the euphorbias that's in our kitchen and putting them euphorbias then onto these trays, so then they can go out here. And these we're keeping in because they're Pilosocereus and not so you know, it means if we have to put the heater on then they're going to be okay. So now we're going to bring the rest of them out from the kitchen. There we go, guys, that's all the little greenhouse filled with the Trochocereus and other type of Cereus cacti. And then we've moved all of the rest of the ones from the kitchen here, mostly Trichocereus. And we decided this is our big, Pilocereus, our big Trichocereus scopolicola times Pachanoi. And this is going to be going out into the yard. But because obviously it's still the chance it could still be a little bit cool, we decided to keep this in the Polytunnel just for now. And it's desperate to be repotted, so that's going to be repotted very soon. So we'll film a video when we do that, guys. And some of our other little Pilosocereus is here. And as I say, loads of space now in the Polytunnel. Tomorrow's video we're going to be bringing in the euphorbias, the big euphorbias that's in the kitchen, into the Polytunnel. The ones on the windowsill are going to stay there, but the large ones are going to be coming in. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video vlog where we do that. And obviously over the next couple of weeks or so we're going to be rearranging all of these, so this isn't going to look like this. We're going to put taller ones probably at the back and do a few things like that, and hopefully if the weather's good and it stays good they can go in the yard even to get the full sun. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to know a little bit more on how to grow cacti and succulents, please do check out my website desertplantsofavalon.com, and don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell, bing bing, and also a big thumbs up for Honzi for filming me now. So also do go subscribe to my wonderful fiance's channel, also Family of Cactus and Other Beauties, links up above. And he's been absolutely brilliant lifting all these big tall cacti, guys. Now we've got 3 very very tall cacti that's still on our staircase. They're too tall for the Polytunnel and they're too tall for the greenhouses. They have to go in the yard, and we'll probably have to wait till it's 100% chance of no really cold nights before we bring them out. But we'll probably bring them out if the weather stays as good as this in the next few days. So that's going to be a very funny video, so stay tuned for that. And as I say, do watch tomorrow's video. We're going to be bringing out the large euphorbias. So I want to send you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of cactus power from across the Emerald Isle. And until my next video, bye. Cactus power.